Program Bachelor of Science second year, subject Botany, semester 4, course code BOC 104, course title Plant Physiology. Title of the Unit 6 Respiration, module name Glycolysis. Myself Sushma Salgaonkar, Assistant Professor in Ganpat Parsekar College of Education, Harmal, Goa. Outline: Introduction to respiration, types of respiration, definition of aerobic respiration, glycolysis or EMP pathway, significance of glycolysis. Learning outcomes: in this, students will able to describe respiration and types of respiration, define glycolysis, explains mechanism of glycolysis, describes the significance of glycolysis. Introduction: living cells requires a continuous supply of energy for maintaining various life activities, and this energy is obtained by oxidizing the organic compounds such as carbohydrate, proteins and lipids in the cells. This process of harvesting chemical energy for metabolic activities in the form of ATP by oxidizing the food molecules is called as respiration. Basically, glucose is the common substrate which is used in respiration for oxidation. Types of respiration. Respiration is divided into two types: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration is further divided into alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation. In this module, we are going to study about aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen and it occurs in cytoplasm or cytosol. Aerobic respiration is one in which molecular oxygen is used for the complete oxidation of glucose to yield carbon dioxide, water and 38 ATP molecules. So this is the reaction of your aerobic respiration, wherein glucose is going to combine with the oxygen and going to yield carbon dioxide, water and ATP. Aerobic respiration has main three steps. First is glycolysis, which is also known as EMP pathway, which means Embden-Meyerhof-Parnas pathway. Second step is Krebs cycle or citric acid cycle or tricarboxylic acid cycle. And the third step is electron transport chain. Now in this module, we are going to study mainly glycolysis. Glycolysis or EMP pathway. In glycolysis, the word glycolysis has been derived from Greek, meaning glykas is sweet or sugar and lysis is splitting. A molecule of glucose is degraded in a series of enzyme catalyzed reaction to yield two molecules of 3-carbon compound which is known as pyruvate. So during the sequential reaction of glycolysis, some of the free energy released from the glucose and it is conserved in the form of ATP and NADH. So this is the overall reaction of glycolysis. Glycolysis mechanism: the breakdown of the 6-carbon glucose into two molecules of 3-carbon pyruvate occurs in 10 enzymatic reactions or steps, which occurs in cytoplasm or cytosol. This 10 enzymatic reaction is divided into two phases: preparatory phase and payoff phase. The first 5 constitute the preparatory phase, in which two molecules of ATP are consumed and glucose is converted into two molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. The next 5 reactions constitute the payoff phase, in which two molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate are converted into two molecules of pyruvate with associated production of 2 NADH and 4 ATP. So let us study preparatory phase. Step 1. Glucose reacts with the ATP molecule in presence of enzyme hexokinase to form glucose 6-phosphate. That is, glucose is phosphorylated at the hydroxyl group on carbon 6. The glucose 6-phosphate is converted or isomerized to D-fructose 6-phosphate in presence of enzyme phosphohexoisomerase. Step 3. Fructose 6-phosphate is phosphorylated at carbon 1 to yield fructose 1,6-bisphosphate in presence of enzyme phosphofructokinase 1. Along with that, magnesium ion is also present. Now, for you as a general note that both for phosphorylation, ATP is phosphoryl group donor, as all sugar derivatives in glycolysis are the D isomers. Usually we omit that D designation and we will stress more on stereochemistry. Preparatory phase, step 4. Fructose 1,6-bisphosphate is split to yield 2 molecules of 3-carbon compound which is called as DAP, that is dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate in presence of enzyme aldolase. And this is the step where the name is derived because this is the lysis step that is going to give the pathway its name. Step 5, wherein there is a isomerization which occurs between your dihydroxyacetone and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate in presence of triose phosphate isomerase enzyme. 2 molecules of ATPs are invested before the cleavage of your glucose into 2 molecule of 3-carbon compound. Step 6. Each molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is oxidized and phosphorylated by your inorganic phosphate, not by ATP, to form 1,3-bisphosphate glyceraldehyde in presence of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme, in which your 2 molecules of inorganic phosphate are consumed while 2 molecules of coenzyme NAD+ are reduced. Step 7. The molecule of 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate react with 2 ADP molecule in presence of enzyme phosphoglycerate kinase to form 2 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate. This is the first ATP forming reaction which is also known as substrate level phosphorylation. Step 8. The phosphate group of 3-phosphoglycerate is shifted from carbon 3 to carbon 2 position in presence of enzyme phosphoglyceromutase and magnesium. So the 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate are thus converted into 2 molecules of 2-phosphoglycerate. Step 9. 2 molecules of phosphoglycerate is further dehydrated to form 2 molecules of phosphoenol pyruvate or PEP and water in presence of enzyme enolase. Step 10. The last step of glycolysis, which involves the transfer of phosphate group from PEP to ADP in presence of enzyme pyruvate kinase, magnesium, potassium ion, and 2 molecules of PEP are converted into 2 molecules of pyruvate by forming 2 ATP. And this is your second ATP forming reaction, which is also called as substrate level phosphorylation. Significance of glycolysis. It occupies a central and very important place in the metabolism of the plant, as glycolysis is the universal cycle. It provides energy in the form of ATP molecule, mainly through the oxidative phosphorylation and to some extent through substrate level phosphorylation. It also provides intermediate carbon compound which are the precursor for metabolic pathway like alanine is obtained from pyruvate. Nucleotide formations such as phosphoenol pyruvate will give you alkaloid and flavonoids. Summary. Preparatory phase, the energy of ATP is invested and raising the free energy content of the intermediate, and the carbon chain of the metabolized hexose are converted to form a common product which is your glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. And in second phase, that is payoff phase, the energy gain comes in this phase of glycolysis. Much of this energy is conserved by the coupled phosphorylation of 4 molecules of ADP to ATP. Overall summary, wherein one molecule of glucose gives 2 pyruvate molecule after passing through both the phases. For each glucose molecule, 2 ATPs are consumed in the preparatory phase and 4 ATPs are produced in the payoff phase, giving net yield of 2 ATP per molecule of glucose converted to pyruvate. These are the references. Web links. Thank you.